Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special video showcase we're going to be doing a direct and in-depth comparison of the new Missing Link figure with an original Generation 1 Optimus Prime. This is a great idea from the subscribers, so I hope you enjoy it, and of course let me know in the feedback if this is more things that you want me to do with newer figures. So, as I say, we're going to take the figures out of the box, we're going to have a look at the trailer, see the differences, see the stickers, etc. Get the actual main cabs out as well and have a look at the differences there, and I suppose just show you how much of it's a brilliant homage to the original, but at the same hand being really different and indeed such a huge upgrade. So before we get started, I'd remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if I'd hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. Now also this is going to be a little bit difficult depending on the actual version of Optimus Prime that you got, so I'm going to explain that in a little bit more detail as we go through it. So right in front of you, this is a vintage Takara box. I'm just using this very quickly because of course this also, the Missing Link figure, is a vintage Takara box. So most people had the Hasbro boxes, obviously had the larger box which you can just about see behind with of course the flap etc, but this is a direct exact size up compared to the original Generation 1 Takara version of this particular figure. As you can see, very similar in all aspects, in all honesty, but I just wanted to show you that just in case obviously someone said it's different straight away, which of course it is very different. Let me get rid of the original Takara one. It is very different, which of course we can see now compared to the standard Hasbro box that we all know and love. So the Hasbro box had a bigger polystyrene insert. It had an overall much bigger box. I mean, I know you can't fully see this, but look, another full inch or so there, and as you can tell there, a good maybe a full inch bigger, and of course the flap and everything else on the back. With regards to the back though, again very similar to the Takara box, with the battle scenes the same as with 1984, but again the Takara box did have all of that. So now when we come to look at the toy, again I suppose I've got to be completely honest and descriptive. This is going to be relevant to 98% of the Optimus Primes that were released during the Generation 1 days, you know, from 1984 right up to 1992. Just obviously in case anybody's going to try and pick me out in the comments, that obviously with the first 3 releases of Optimus Primes, you can see them on this channel. There was a metal plates version, there was a light blue parts version, and there was a smooth bumper. I'm not going to be relating to any of them. I'm going to be relating to, as I say, the Optimus Prime that I'm pretty sure that about 98 to 99% of the world did indeed get between them years. So I've got here and ready a standard Optimus Prime trailer from Generation 1. I'm just going to now obviously open up this is the toy deco, obviously toy version of the Missing Link. Also what I like is they've still called it Convoy, which was Optimus Prime's name in Japan. So if you hear me refer to that by accident, that's just his proper name really, in honesty. So the polystyrene, it's the same size. It looks, I don't know if it's just because it's brand new, it looks slightly different, but I do genuinely think it's because it is brand new. Now obviously we've got the Energon axe, which wasn't in the Generation 1 version at all, and we've got a much different silver. Now there was a silver wheelie that was released with, again, the first release metal plates Optimus Prime, but 90, as I say, the huge percentage of people didn't have the silver one. They had this standard darker blue one. So the dimensions of it are the same. The thing that I didn't put in the other video, I completely missed out, is this. I mean, look how good that is. I didn't know it did that. Thank you to the person who put that in the comments. You can roll that round. That's like the flashing, obviously, beacon from the cartoon when Roller goes off. That is just brilliant. Another excellent little addition that, to be honest, as I say, I didn't even really know. So that's the main difference in that. The rest of the molding dimensions are exactly the same. The wheels are exactly the same, and again, you'll have to forgive me, I'm not going to attach them because I don't really need to. I'm going to try and keep this in the best possible position I can. Again, with regards to the missiles here have an indentation in them now. I think I was told by somebody as well that this has been the case since the reissues from maybe the year 2000s, but I can assure you that every version that I've got released in Generation 1 did not have any of them indentations in them, even in the Bape Optimus Prime. So basically what we had was, this is your standard missile, and there you can see here there is actually a groove indented into it, which is again really quite interesting. Before we have a full look inside the trailer, let's just get the other one out to have a look at it. So what I really like about this again is the fact that it's pretty much all the same. As I say, I love the fact you've still got the holes in the back to push through. And I'll take the opportunity very quickly now again just to remind anybody, if they're looking at this at a later date and they want to buy one on the aftermarket, please make sure that it says C01 on the back, because the C stood for Cybertrons in Japan, and 01 of course was Convoy. Right, let's move that out of the way. And of course the really obvious one I'm going to tell you straight away is that it's a slightly different shade of grey, which to be honest I didn't know or didn't realise until I had one in hand. I thought it was exactly the same. You can hopefully clearly see, even with the reflection, that it is not. You can also make out that the sticker is of a lighter blue as well. So again, dimensions exactly the same. We're not counting the metal plates for obvious reasons. That's a completely different version. But yeah, the way that the struts come out is the same. The fact that we've got the rubber tyres is the same. It's such a great feeling having, as I say, one of these. Just for people who want to know, there's no number, like no T2 or T4 in there, and all they've got now unfortunately is made in Vietnam. We've got nothing there at all for like the old ones. It was a good way of identifying figures and identifying from which country and region they came from, because you can see there it says T2, and this means it was made in France. So it's not a Hasbro one. I'm sure Hasbro's with T4. If I've got that wrong, I'm going to get crucified in the comments. But I couldn't remember off the top of my head. Right, so this is the standard Hasbro one. So first things first, you will notice straight away there is a launching mechanism that again for Hasbro figures was pretty much useless. It just did that. The Takara one launched all the way down to the end. If you want to see that, check out the original Takara Super Launch or Optimus Prime video again on this channel. Right, so that's open there, and as I say, I'm going to do exactly the same here. Hopefully everything's right. There we go. I've already attached everything in here ready, so you can see, because they are missing the launcher, you've got the same exact same space molded out, but they put a little bit of detail in it. Oh no, the two holes are exactly the same place. Actually, I thought that they were new, so I've just realized something myself. They were already there, and what we can do is we can attach the fuel pump, the hose, and the nozzle. If we have a quick look at the stickers again are identical, apart from the fact that the originals have like a shiny tint to them, whereas this it looks shiny, but it's definitely not. There's more of like just is the correct word matte? I don't really know. Like sort of a matte finish. It's definitely not reflective silver. Anyway, with regards to the actual repair bay robots themselves, once again, the grey on the radar dish is a lighter grey, and I think that's just a slightly darker orange inside there. Again, I'm sure people know this, but if you don't, the reason for all this is before he was Optimus Prime, he was a Diaclone figure. Oh, it does open up, good. And you could put little pilots, little drivers in there, in there, in there. It was all like a, it was a PlayStation. It was a base. It was a play set, rather. It was a base. It was lots of fun. Now, you can see there's some other stickers here on the sides, which in all honesty, if I absolutely wanted to, with the sticker sheet, I can I cannot reattach. I can attach them on there. So I haven't put them on here, but with regards to the video's sake, this is an exact replica of a Generation 1 sticker sheet with all these. But what they've got, you'll see in a second, is these are part of the figure anyway. But the sticker sheet is the same, so you can do the deco, put it exactly the same if you wanted to. Now, the big difference obviously is the launcher, but also with this, you can completely take this off. Now, have I forgotten how to? No, I haven't forgotten how to do it. I've probably just broke it, but that does slide off, and I like this new additional play feature. It's got his own wheels, and you can maneuver it about, but that is nothing. You can't do that on there. Well, I'm pretty sure you can't. I know you can't. It's stopped there, and as I say, there's no way on this planet I'm going to try it with a vintage one anyway. I've never seen anything like that before, so that was a nice little touch. How does it go back? There you go. It slots back on very, very quickly. Then where is one of the missiles gone? Now, I'm pretty sure, as I say, in fact, I'm not even going to need to fire it. I'm going to be able to look inside, and I can... Is there? No, there's no. I'm sure there's no springs. There's no springs there. Oh, maybe there is actually. There is a spring in there. That does fire out. I correct myself there, and I again apologise for my mistake. With regards to, again, the differences in some of the ones, the Japanese ones with the less, they didn't have a stringent toy regulation rules. This is the standard one, and to be honest, even this standard one feels like it's got maybe not a teeny bit more venom in, but the Japanese original Takara one had some real venom in it, and I mean, you could literally launch it across the room. Again, that is all shown in the video. Right, what else is there to show you on the trailer? To be honest, not much. I just wanted to show you the pieces, because in the new pieces, they are, and this might get, again, a bit geeky terminology, they're what's known as bloated pieces. So what I mean by that is, if I take, these ones were attached to the missing link one, and this is a bag of originals. So all this means is that the pieces in the new ones are bloated. So what I mean by that is, that's a standard generation 1 gun, and then this is the missing links gun, and this again all comes around to the original use of Optimus Prime. So this is, it looks, I mean, it's a great terminology for it, it's bloated. Okay, the handles are different. If you completely ignore the handles, you can clearly see that this is bloated, it's thicker, and that's what the missing link figures are. The missing link figures are a homage to the very, very first releases of Optimus Prime, and as I say, they use the bloated pieces. Just to show you a bloated piece from a this is from the metal plates version, again, a first sort of release of Optimus Prime. So that's just a normal G1 gun. There's your normal G1 gun. Hopefully now you can see the difference, and that once again, this one is bloated. So that's the same as what the missing link's done. So I, again, whether it's intentional or not, or whether that's the only parts that Takara have got left, all of the parts that go inside the trailer, the pump, the nozzle, etc., they are all bloated. I just thought you guys would want to know that, as well as, of course, we are going as in-depth as possible. So to be honest, that pretty much covers everything to do with the trailer. There's not much else. As I say, if I wanted to put the stickers in, I could put the stickers in and it would be identical, because them stickers aren't reflective either. They're just normal black stickers. This is making me paranoid. It's just brand new, I think, and just, yeah, it just needs a bit of a force. So there's the missing link trailer, and then this is your standard Hasbro trailer. So main differences, I'm pretty sure, are all covered there. Right, with regards to actual cabs then, so there is one of my better conditions. Let's move these trailers out of the way. Generation 1 Optimus Prime figures, and there is, of course, the new missing link. Now you'll notice straight away that for love nor money, and I've tried loads and loads of times, let me just lower this down a teeny bit, then I can bring them closer. And again, let's get these perfectly, not too low so we can see their heads. Right, they are both perfectly on screen. So what you can see now is, sorry, it's going to reflect a lot. There's nothing I can do about that. It's because they've actually got some beautiful looking chrome pieces on here. You can't get this to stand like the original one, and that is due to the new mechanism and everything that is going on underneath there, which is what gives it the articulation. So it's not a negative, I'm just showing you it for the difference. So the main thing is, with the original G1 Optimus Prime, you could spin this around. You could call that half a butterfly joint if you wanted to be super, maybe fibbing's the wrong word, but I mean, I suppose over exaggerating would be the best word. There is a bicep flexion, and you could say, of course, there's a wrist swivel because you put the fists on. With regards to this, see what I mean? These are actually indented and indeed cut out and indeed painted the colours of the stickers, which is brilliant because it means you don't have to put the stickers on. You can see there they are. So you haven't got to worry about in the future these peeling off. So same as these being stickers, these being stickers, these on here, I don't even know if they're tampographs because I don't know. It might actually be full on paint. If anybody does know, please do let me know in the comments. All I want to basically get across is they're there, they're not going anywhere, and they look really, really good. So with regards, of course, to the missing link, yes, you've got this movement here as well. It is mainly part of a transformation. Yes, it will go all the way around, and the bicep flexion is on a bit of a ratchet. You do have a wrist swivel, but of course, most importantly, you're not, unless you break this figure, you're not going to lose the fists. One of the worst things about the Optimus Prime, the original ones, was because you lost the fists. But if you had any sense as a child, you would keep these in the passenger seats like so when you transform them as a kid. That's how I managed to keep hold of mine for so long. I'm pretty sure it said to do that in instructions. If it didn't, then it was definitely missing a trick. However, you can see the fists on here are built in, and funnily enough, they tuck into that gap there, which you do not have on the standard figure. So you can see there side on. In fact, let's go to sides where there isn't guns, because it's taking too much away. You can clearly see inside there is a gap for you to tuck your fist. There is no gap there. So from the back, as you can see, you've just got these which swung backwards and forwards, I suppose on sort of little ratchets. And yes, you've got this big gap here. Now, in honesty, the gap on this side, on the new one rather, isn't much bigger. It's completely filled in at the moment because it's got this matrix chamber, which of course is completely new. The matrix actually comes out if you want it to, but you can actually take out the whole matrix chamber. So if we spin it round now from the back, there isn't really much difference. You can just see you've got the raised part there where you can attach that too. One thing that I found, oh no, they did do it, I was going to say a little strange, but they didn't do the orange windows, but they have, you can clearly see. This I'm going to show you separately because it's completely new, obviously. It's great. It's such a good idea. You can take this out. Again, you can see that fully in the video, so you don't have to have this if you don't want to. If you've got some of your old Diaclone pilots, you can still pop them in on the seats, no issues whatsoever. But as you can see, this of course is completely new. Same with these. Again, these are all part of the actual toy. They're not they're not stickers put on. You've also got as well, if I lift this up, you've got a genuine ab crunch with this. It's really, there it is. See how that's folded over? If I was to do that on this, I would snap him in two, so that doesn't work. It's really stiff because I don't play with these. I should play with them a bit more, but there you go. You can see that that lifts up. This one doesn't. The good thing as well for you guys to know is the tyres are rubber as well, so that's a perfect homage. And because we've got this gun now with the different hands, for the first time ever, including all the 2000 reissues and whatever other versions of Optimus Prime, you've never been able to put his gun pointing forward. It's always had to go in that really awkward position, which it now doesn't have to. There is, of course, a knee bend on here on ratchets. There is a knee bend on this as well, but it just goes straight back. This moves up and down, but that is purely and solely and utterly for transformation. This moves all over the place. You could twizzle it all the way around. You can take it up, tilt it back. You can see underneath. If I show you underneath the difference, it's insane. The extra bits of engineering on here. And sometimes if you get loose joints like that, it's going to pop down. But with this, so you've got the extra articulation in the toes. You can, of course, take the legs out as well because of all this amazing bit of a transformation process under there. They really have just taken a very old figure, made it, yeah, updated it. And that's, I know exactly what they wanted to do. I know it sounds very, very stupid of me keep repeating the same thing, but this is slightly bigger as well. Whether or not it's because it must be because of all the new transformation joints inside there, it is slightly taller. You can also take the wheel, which acts a bit like a hip skirt. These, of course, are completely fixed and fused. There's no way that you're moving them without breaking them. Other things, again, to reassure you guys, the die cast on here is exactly the same. So the die cast on here is the same. The die cast in the toes is exactly the same. They really have, as I say, just done exactly that. They've just updated. Oh yeah, that black, the back block, that's what I was trying to say. Back block is nowhere near as big. And of course the transformation process is slightly different as well, but they've just updated it. They've just got this amazing figure, kept the things which are about it which were the best. The fact that it's got chrome, the fact that it's got the rubber wheels, the fact that it's got the lovely full-length smokestacks, again because it's a Takara product. The face sculpt is exactly the same, is it? Or was maybe a couple of extra lines there on the silver part, or is they on there? I can't tell if that's just weathering or not. It looks like there's two little lines right back underneath the eyes, and on this one it looks like, oh no, there's about three, if you can sort of see what I mean. Them little, they look like scratches, but they're not. They look like they're supposed to be there. So head sculpt is bang on. You can also, of course, do this, which you haven't got any chance of doing with that at all. So all these extra joints, yeah, just exactly that. I'm completely glowing, I know, about this figure. I haven't, it blew my mind in all aspects. It's way better than I thought it would ever be. Even if you don't collect Generation 1, I think If you like Transformers, it's got to be worth the buy, because this is, of course, where it all started, and it's more than, as I say, stands in its good stead with newly released figures. I can't get my words out. As I say, I'm trying to get, I want to say exactly what I feel about this guy. It's just so impressive, and that's why, again, I think I've been asked to do this. So just again, quickly to reassure you, all the metal parts are exactly the same, all the rubber parts are exactly the same, the chrome's exactly the same. It's just really articulate, much more sturdy. All the things in it are ratchets, which you can hear, and yeah, it's just got all the bonus bits that we never had as the original. So I'm going to wrap up there, because I really am starting to go too much over repeating the same things. What I'm going to do as well, because I've been asked to do, is another quick comparison video just between this particular one and the animated one. I'll be doing one of them as I want to get the time, you know, apart from the really obvious ones, but just again to help you guys decide which particular version that you want, and indeed if you think it's even worth. That's why I've done this, because so many people have messaged me saying, is it worth getting it, what's the main differences? I really want to see how different it is, and if it's worth the price, and if it's worth adding to my collection. So I really hope this video has helped you with that decision. It is a great figure, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you were on the fence, or if you've got one, maybe two, or whatever. I just want your opinion on this. Even if you don't collect Generation 1, please let me know what you think of this figure. It is going to be hard to beat this for my figure of the year anyway. There you go. There he is. Missing Link, Convoy, and the original Generation 1 Optimus Prime. The main differences. Hope you liked it. Take care.